Hello and welcome to Jewellery Rescue. If you're new here, I'm Kat and I'm a girl on a mission to rescue and recycle the world's unwanted jewellery. You find me sitting on the floor in the workshop, but because I've just done a whatnot show and I've got stuff everywhere, but I really wanted to show you some bits that I picked up at the car boot sale yesterday because it was such a good one, and I've got some big things to show you, so let's have a look. So I have quite a haul to show you and I will show you that in a moment, but as I was leaving I saw a guy who I see there most weeks and he said to me, oh, I've got a whole box of jewellery and I don't want to take it home, would you like it for 15 quid? So I said yes, and he tipped it all into this bag for me. There's loads in here, so we'll do an unbagging of that and see if there's any treasure. And then something that I have been looking for over a year, 18 months maybe, is a handheld rotary drill. I was at the point of thinking that I would buy a Dremel online and they're about 70 quid with this extension arm, which is easier to hold for smaller hands, which I have. And I found a lady who was clearing out her dad's old things. She had these for £10 each. I wanted this one, but I wanted the bits from this one. And she said, why didn't I have them both for a tenner, which was so kind. So I cannot wait to use those. I'm thinking that I will cut the backs off of brooches and things like that and be able to file them down. I'll be able to do some polishing as well. So stay tuned to see what I do with those. I also wanted to show you, it was my birthday last week and this was my present from my uncle, which he bought at the antique centre where I sell my jewellery. It's an optician's magnifier. How cool is that going to be for close-up work? Beautiful. Okay, let's move on to the jewellery. We're actually filming with some daylight today, which is completely unheard of here in the workshop. It's normally so dark, but it's an incredibly hot day here in the UK. So I've got actually two car boot sales to show you. This side of the tray came from yesterday's boot sale and this side of the tray came from last Wednesday's boot sale. I paid £6 for this side of the tray, and for the other side about 30 something. Because it's mostly silver. So let's start with the costume bits. This is just a glass beaded stretchy bracelet and I paid £1 for it, mainly because my daughter fell in love with a fairy necklace that was priced at £1 and the lady kindly said that she could have it, and I felt like I should choose something else to buy from her, and that was the only thing that I really fancied. It's quite nice though, isn't it? And then the other bits were all a job lot from the guy who I bought the £15 bag from yesterday. And I chose this really pretty pearl, it's a freshwater pearl bracelet. And I've been wearing that this week because it goes nicely with the ring that my friend bought me for my birthday, which she thrifted as well. And then look at this one. I'm interested to get your thoughts on this. So they're scarabs, it needs a really good clean, but they've got hieroglyphics on the back there, and I did wonder if they could be beads by the Niger brothers, Egyptian revival ones, or maybe it's too recent for that. I don't know, let me know what you think. It's missing one of its cabochons and it's also missing a clasp, so it's going to need some restoration work on it, but I'm looking forward to having a little project with that one. So keep an eye on my shorts for what I do with that one. Similar to the pearl one, there's this lapis lazuli one. Just thought that was pretty. And I also picked up this pocket watch chain. It's not gold, sadly, but I probably will make that into a necklace. These two cabochons, because you just never know when they're going to come in handy to replace something else, or they could even make a pair of earrings because they're matching. And these things were so cheap from this guy. Two cameo rings. They're not real cameos, they're plastic fantastic, but they've got a nice vintage look about them. I also picked up this rotary watch, which is on a really battered old strap, but it is actually ticking, it just needs a new strap. So that's a nice watch brand. Check out this one, fantastic brutalist piece. It's square, look, it's got quite a bit of plating loss, but I mean, what can you expect for the age of that? I just thought that was so cool. And this Paris souvenir bracelet, I've had similar into this before. I just love them. It's got a boat on the back. I'm not really sure what that's all about. So let me know if you've got any insights to that one, because I couldn't find one exactly the same online. A pretty gold tone cross. It feels like aluminium, it's very lightweight. I just picked that up because I've got lots of crosses and religious charms. I'm going to make a bracelet from them. Now, it was the day before my birthday and my 5-year-old spotted this one and she said that she'd like to choose it for me. So I got that one as a little present from her, just pennies. As I say, it goes nicely with the colours of my wedding ring. So I've been enjoying that one on my thumb. And this one here, which I think is steel. I need to test that, but I think it is just glass. How cool is that? I like that one. And then this really sweet little antique box from James Cole of Hayling Island. Isn't that sweet? Ring box. I might use it as a photo prop, or maybe I'll have an antique ring to put in it for sale at some point. So that was Wednesday. And then yesterday I just found all these amazing things I've been looking for ages. So alongside those rotary drills, I also found a stone setting tool, which is what I needed for that cuff. If you saw the big chunky cuff that I replaced the cabochon on, it's just to push the setting around the stone to close it off. And that was exactly what I needed. That was £1, so I'm really chuffed to have that. He had quite a few jewellery making things, but sadly the other bits were for silversmithing and goldsmithing. They were a bit beyond what I needed. Then, do you remember I picked up a miracle bracelet for myself quite recently, and it was gold tone but very similar to this. This one is Scottish agate as well. It's not signed, but I suspect it probably is miracle, and that was £2. These two gorgeous 80s earrings were 50p for the two. Love these little flowers. That's all gone yucky at the top, it's all gone green, but I'll replace the hooks on both of them. This was my personal find of the day. So this was a dealer that had loads of silver, and he told me that he had not put the silver out until the dealers had gone. So he put it out at 10 o'clock, which was when I arrived, and he had really reasonable prices on his silver. And I'm sorry if I go on about this, but my wrists are a bit smaller than average, and trying to find a panel bracelet like this to fit me is always really hard. I always have to take out a couple of links, and this was the perfect size for me. And it's amber, and it was £10. Isn't it beautiful? And I also have an amber ring that I've had since I was a teenager that has leaves around the setting as well, so that would be a lovely match for that one. And then I bought this ring from him as well with a cat on it. Isn't that sweet? That is sterling as well. So I did pay him decent prices for these, but there were things that I thought would go down well in the whatnot show. This gorgeous cameo, which I'm pretty sure is on silver, but it's not marked, so it's going to need testing. It has a really dainty bail there to go on a necklace, and you can wear it as a brooch as well. It's got some paste in it. I think it's been cleaned with silver cleaner, but you can see there the shell on the back. Isn't that pretty? Love that one. And then I also picked up this, which is a present for my stepmother's birthday. I don't think she watches the channel, so hopefully we're not in danger of spoiling the surprise. It's a locket, but it's deep, so I thought perhaps she could keep some tablets in there, some medications and things, and I need to test that, but I think that's probably a moonstone in there. And then I also got the chain from him too, which I think is a little bit short for her. I'll probably need to extend that, but all silver as well. And then I was also admiring this ring, which is hammered. You might have seen that I have got quite a few hammered rings. This one has got a comfort fit on the band, which you see normally in wedding rings. It's really, really comfy, and it fits my thumb perfectly. And he very kindly threw that one in for me as a freebie with the other bits that I bought. So I was thrilled with those. And then look at these. These are stunning. I need to look up this brand, Henrika. I don't know whether that is the original box or not, but it does fit it pretty well. Look at the backs on the hooks, and you're marked 925 on there for silver, and you've got freshwater pearl in the top, and I'm guessing that these are garnets, but I will check them on the Presidium. And I paid £10 for those, which I think was a fair price because they're absolutely beautiful. So what do you think? What was your favourite piece? Let me know in the comments. Choose something else to watch and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.